This is in response to Cruz's speech at the Republican National Convention today, and sort of my mixed opinions on the reaction to his choice. Really, apparently the speech itself was good up until, at least in the eyes of some Trump supporters, he got to the part where he told the delegates to vote, well, really everybody to vote with your conscience, which is something I would find to be reasonable. But they got mad at him and they just erupted in anger and frustration, while some of his supporters, on the other hand, cheered and applauded. And it just seemed to me as though I've never before seen such a mixed variety of reaction to it. Because you had several of Cruz's supporters from his presidential campaign predicting that he would not endorse Trump no matter what. They were telling me that over and over again. And I kind of was there with them, but I kept thinking to myself, if he's going to speak at this convention, one that is themed around the idea of promoting Trump, it was so hard to see him getting out of that scenario without it being, at the very least, controversial. And that's exactly what happened here. You had these people losing their minds, raging, the second he got to the conclusion of his speech, and he didn't say, by the way, vote for Trump. And, I'm not bothered by him declining. I'm actually rather relieved in a way. I don't know, because I've already expressed I don't back Trump in any way possible. But I'm bothered by the idea that we have people who genuinely believe that because you are of the same party and because you signed a piece of paper, especially one that wasn't even official to begin with, you have to honor some pledge that you made months and months ago, back when you thought to yourself seriously that it's either going to be me or somebody that I'm not going to mind. You can go back to September, which is when they had that pledge signing, and I fully believe Cruz signed that thinking to himself, I'm going to emerge victorious. It's going to be my day. It's going to be my day. And, we know what happened over the last few months, and, that's that. But the point I'm making is all of this frustration on the part of the people who attended and the people who overheard his speech and were looking for a little bit more Trump in their diet, it's not necessary, because he's stated to, this was not a surprise is what I'm getting at. You had a guy who, was coy about answering whether or not he would support Trump. Even hinted at one point he might get back in the primary if a certain state voted for him, which it didn't, so he stayed out. Um, and just keeping that in mind, I don't see how anyone is really shocked by his statements. Uh, it baffles me. But I thought the speech was all right. I especially enjoyed his mentioning of Lincoln and the first Republican president freeing African Americans from slavery. It seems as if that's something that a lot of these Democrats or just more impressionable minds don't know, or they try to ignore. Oh, that was just that one time. No, we've been good ever since then. That kind of thing. So I particularly like that part because it basically was for the idea. I'm sorry, I was waiting for somebody to come in. Was for the idea that one party is not the party of blacks or Hispanics or any other minority just because they did one thing, uh, you know, during the '60s, and that was it. Maybe now I look at those historical figures like LBJ, MLK, JFK, and RFK, you know, in a positive light because of their involvement, but certainly not the people who have followed. And I think that's a mindset that we really have to have when we go into these elections. You can't vote for somebody based off of their party, and not even Republicans and Democrats do that. They always have some kind of common ground where they say, okay, I like this person because of this. I've spoken to many people who are relatively young, and of minority, and they always just tell me, but that's a Republican. I hear that over and over again, and it gets on my nerves because it's basically saying to me, yeah, you know what? I don't know why I'm voting for this person. I just know the other guy he's been called racist by my family my whole life, and it's just it's ridiculous to me. But yeah, I liked Cruz's speech. That was good. Thought the reaction was overblown. That's pretty much it. Have a nice day. Thank you.